make that work. Make
Yeah,
that work for my process.
yeah. I mean, it starts out with, having like a really focused vision on what you want as a business, as a product, as establishment, and then finding a team that can help you, find customers, and then also develop that actual product, and just making sure that everything that you're pitching to people is something that you can deliver.
Right.
Whether you can
That's
deliver, X or X plus 10, just make sure that whatever it is that you promise, that you can probably bring more to the table than what you promised. So like under promise, over deliver.
right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Quality service is what I'm shooting for. But it's definitely a little overwhelming, I'd say. I don't have a total business background. I'm switching from education actually over to business, and doing things I never thought I would do, like ever. So it's fun and exciting, but a lot of learning all at the same time.
Yeah, well, that's why you got Roger, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I'm all in. That's why I'm here at 7 a.m. Actually, I'm driving to work right now, and trying to give as much time as I can to my business, while still paying the bills during the day.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're investing in yourself, and that's the best thing you can do. If
That's
you,
what I'm doing. I know right now it's all about time. It's not how much money I spend, because I honestly don't have a lot. But it's just learning, and it's all comes down to me, and that's why I'm here.
let's fucking do it, dude. I love that, man. How did your conversation with Marina go?
The conversation with her actually came to a halt.
Okay.
You had reached out to me just with that little concern you had, and I think there may have been just a little miscommunication. Um, in all honesty, I did not mention Pick Ballot. I did not mention
No, it's okay.
signing up for like.
Probably
I
overreacting.
don't know what happened there. Say it again.
I'm just saying she's probably overreacting, but and I mean, she's going to Columbus next week to like look at places, and it would just be cool if she could maybe have something like lined up when she goes. Um,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, I mean, maybe if you could just reach out to anybody you know in Columbus, and then, I mean, I'll talk to her today, and I'll just let her know that you've been like looking for her.
Okay.
And then hopefully that'll help spark more of a conversation between you guys. But if I need to, I can take care of the communication side of things. If you just want to start trying to find like something in Columbus that she could at least look at while she's there, or at least have something on the back burner.
Yeah, no, I totally understand, and I have no problem doing that. I would love to help. The conversation just kind of came to a halt. She reached out to me one more time and asked if she's like, it would be, cool to understand, more about what you're doing. And I uh, thought I had done a good job of that, and just kind of reiterated, what we do, what we're trying to do, as short and as concise as I could.
Yeah.
And she never texted me back.
Okay.
And so that was about four or 5 days ago,
Okay.
was when that happened. And I don't want to be that overbearing guy. So I didn't text her again.
Okay.
So thinking that maybe when she's comfortable, she would reach out to me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
But I did some searching in Columbus.
I just want to say a couple things, just a little bits of coaching, if you don't mind. Is that cool?
Sure.
Yes, very good, very good. I was hoping you go there.
Okay. Well, first thing I want to mention is any time in sales, or just, I mean, especially when it's your company, like never think that you're being like overbearing. Like persistency is going to be your best friend in booking any sort of business, off the ground. So like even if you have to text someone 2 or 3 times, or like if they stop texting you, you call them. Like be persistent. and always bring value to every conversation. And when someone asks you like, what are you like, I want to know what you're doing. What they're really asking is like, how can you help me? So I don't know how you like, explain what you were doing, but basically if someone asked me what I was doing in your situation, I would just be like, listen, I can help you find jobs or gigs anywhere you're going. You just let me know what you're looking for. That's all you have to say.
Pretty much what I said.
Yeah.
As far as I know, that's pretty much what I said.
Well, that's perfect.
I try to make it.
She's a busy girl. I mean, just always make sure you follow up. I think like moving forward, like you did everything right. You know what I mean? You were upfront. You told her what you could do. Like sometimes prospects, like she just happens to be my friend, but like prospects in general are just gonna not answer you. So that's why it's so important to follow up. So like next time this happens, like maybe 2 days later, just text her back, be like, hey, just making sure that this is still, on top of mind. I looked around Columbus. I think I might have a few things.
Okay.
Get on like a cadence where every time you're talking to someone, if they do ghost you like that, just follow up like 2 days after. Just because people get busy, you know what I mean? Like responding to every text isn't a top priority sometimes. So like she got busy and probably just forgot to do it. So just like remind the prospect that you're still, there helping them.
Right.
Do you have anything else you want to add?
Based on that, no, I got that, and I agree with what you said. It just being a referral, like somebody that that's their wife, and it being kind of like a personal situation. I didn't want to be too forthcoming and just kind of like let it be for a little bit, and was going to eventually reach out to her. That's kind of what I was thinking,
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. I mean, like I said, you've been doing everything, right. I mean, sometimes prospects are, like I said, just get busy. I would just follow up with her, and I would start looking in Columbus just to see, because you know what she needs, right? Like you don't need to like communicate.
No, I didn't actually get to that. That's what I was gonna say. So I know that she's a photographer. I was trying to get more down to exactly what she was looking for. Does she want to join? Does she have her own photography company? Does she want to do freelance, or does she want to join? Looking forward to join another photography company themselves. So we never even got that far.
Okay, cool. Everything you just said, those like 3 questions, those are great discovery questions. You should like write these down and just ask the same questions to every person, because those are going to be a great basis for you to gather information and then provide a solution to them. So like there's 3 main parts of any sales process. There's, the discovery where you're figuring out what they need. There's the presentation where you tell them or show them what you can do, and then the delivery where you deliver your product. So you have a good foundation with the discovery. So let's try to just organize it a little bit and write them down, and then just have that like written down somewhere and answered for all of your prospects. So then that anytime you refer back to it, you can just look at it. Because when you have 100 prospects or 100 clients, it's going to be hard to keep up with every individual. You know what I mean?
Right. Of course. Okay. So I like that. Discovery, presentation, and then delivery. I got that. No, that makes sense. All that stuff, that was just natural, was going to occur naturally. Like I'm trying to figure out exactly what she needs and then deliver that as quickly and as easily as I could. That's the product, that my company has. So moving past that, right? Trying to get, the first sale and reiterate that process. What could I do to make that process easier for myself?
So I think instead of trying to like correspond over text as like a first interaction, like I think text is great to like, meet someone like, hey, like I was referred to you, but always try to get on the phone with them, because when you like are talking to someone, one-to-one, there's going to be that mutual connection between the two. There's going to be that rapport you can build, and something that they can remember other than just someone who are texting on the other line. So I think right off the bat, always try to like set up a 5-minute phone call with people and like get it on a calendar. So what I do with my business is I'll always send them a calendar invite for whatever we agree to. I mean, you probably don't have to do that right away, but like at least try to get people to commit to 5 minutes on the phone every time you're referred to someone or like you meet someone that wants your business.
Right. Okay.
And then
All right. So
getting your discovery stuff organized and written down is going to be big. So then every time you talk to someone, you have like a few discovery questions, and then you always book time with them. Even if it's the second or third meeting you've had with them, always book more time. And always get like a verbal, at least for a calendar date, and then send them either a reminder or a calendar invite. Because that's like a call to action, and that just shows commitment to the sales process. And it's just like a reminder that there's a deadline coming up, on your end too.
Right. Okay. All right, that makes sense. I honestly don't have any other specific questions. Just trying to learn as much as I can. But it's just still all pretty new to me, I got the website up and running. I've been created all the new social channels for the business. I'm gonna post a website launch today, hopefully with a nice CTA, and then trying to get all that other stuff going. Is there anything else I can do to bring business to me? Am I missing something?
Yeah. So whenever you so you have the Facebook and the LinkedIn profile set up.
Yes.
Okay. So the admin account that you have for Pick Ballot, I would suggest putting together an email to send out to all your members saying that, hey, like we're expanding, follow us on our social media accounts, put the links in the email. And then at the end, I would do like, I've also started, an additional service where I will help, align business opportunity to business person. If you're interested in learning more, book time here and put a calendar so they can book time. So have a few links in the email. Have links to the new profiles, asking them to like and subscribe and stuff. And then have a call to action at the end to like book time with you if they want to learn more about your additional service. Just kind of like, throw it out there as like a little teaser.
Gotcha. I thought about
again.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, then you can follow up in like a week and set up a cadence where you continually follow up with all these people, just with more information about how you can help, like success stories, just bring value to the table. Because I think you have this like community of people that are your target market, and you should just like provide them with like valuable content, valuable, just anything, just stay in front of their face.
Right.
Because for like a week now, and I got like one email, I think, from Pick Ballot. And if you see some of these really fast growing companies, especially like platform based companies like Pick Ballot, like they're constantly emailing their members, constantly doing things to interact. I know you have a full-time job. It must be hard to do both. But if you want to make that next step and grow, it's going to be about engagement with your current, user base, and then expanding business through them, because they're going to be the people who refer. They're going to be the people that would potentially like, pay for stuff, but you know what I mean? Because they're the people that are actually your market at this point.
A couple of good points. I had thought about reaching out to my existing users. They are all photographers, and I know I could probably get more of them to sign up, for the service of Fresh Shot. Talking with Roger, he said try to keep them separate at the time. I don't know if Roger's still on the line. He said try to keep them separate for now, where the app is just pure entertainment, and then we'll try to keep the business separate for now, and then we'll eventually integrate them. So that thought had crossed my mind. Roger said he didn't say specifically don't do that, but he said just keep the business separate from the app because you don't want the idea of business, getting in the way of the entertainment of the app. But at the same time, right now, trying to get my first sale is trying to get somebody to sign up to purchase our service. So I know if I reach out to people, I can get more photographers to sign up. My problem right now is delivering them a customer, which is somebody who wants to hire them as a photographer. So I
Craig,
have a few contracts already signed. That's what I'm trying to do right now.
yeah. So Craig, the what Tyler mentioned about having that little link at the bottom of it, or sending out an email like that's how you bridge the gap. What I was talking more about was inside the application. We want to have those separate for now, and then eventually merge them together in like a very careful way because you don't want to scare people off from the fun part because they think you're trying to exploit them. We're going to do that over time, and that's what a lot of the development is going to be focused on, is how to make sure we keep those conversion rates up. In terms of the B2C side and driving more customers to the platform, there's a whole other method of reaching out to those people. I think Tyler will tell you that he focuses on the B2B side, which we're going to have to be expanding like rapidly once we get there. So having those conversations with like his friend Marina, and a lot of people going through, that's one type of conversation. Then the B2C side is another type. And I've actually got somebody who we're going to talk to help us with that kind of B2C marketing. I don't know, Tyler, you tell him what you like doing.
Yeah, I mean, what I can help with is obviously personal referrals is something that I always like to help with because I have a huge network. But I mean, in terms of strategy and execution, I can take you from, having a few like one-person customers to like, let's target businesses where we can do this for big businesses and find businesses, other partners for them to work with. And then you're talking like long-term big contracts instead of the, kind of one-offs. And that's like,
right.
That's where it evolves into. So Roger and this other guy he's, spoken of is going to help you take it off the ground. And I can help you with strategy along the way, like how to develop a sales process, how to, sell these people when you talk to them as well. But what I can really help with is, creating that B2B funnel where you're going to be able to, target geographies, target decision makers and companies and set up, multi-$100,000 deals instead of, $100 deals or whatever.
And that's where this goes, Craig, by the way, as we lay the groundwork for this with like individual photographers. Eventually, we want to grow this thing to do, that'll always exist, but that'll more or less be automated as we go through the process. Eventually, we want you to be having these big conversations with huge companies about how you're going to staff them with like hundreds of photographers because they have events all throughout the year, right? We want to try to get negotiate contracts with them so that we can take all your signed photographers and basically ship them around the country to where they need to go. So you just have like this team of roving photographers that we have contracts with AT&T with, and we just send photographers around the world with them, right? So that they don't have to go to Boston and hire a Boston photographer or Miami and hire a Miami photographer. Maybe they do because we'll have people there.
I can Craig has someone in every city.
Exactly. So they don't have to worry about doing that, finding a photographer business. They have, Fresh Shot, and Fresh Shot provides all their photography needs for them, right?
Or they just go on an app and it aggregates the two sides of things and just brings them together. Like
exactly. But for the huge companies, we obviously want the personal touch, right? But that's where we're all getting to. We're gonna start on like this really small basis, just to like learn how to get the processes set, put those processes in place, and then start to scale them to larger companies.
And I can absolutely assist,
Right.
right now with helping you set up that sales process where you have discovery, you have a presentation to show people, you have like ROI business cases to present to people. And then of course, I can help you with closing strategies and everything too. But in terms the business strategy side of things. I think it's better if I came in more, down the road
Exactly.
funnel velocity type of situation. But I mean, as of now, I'm more than happy to help you, develop a sales presentation, sales pitch, and kind of get your stuff off the ground and everything.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Definitely take you up on that. I'm sure I could use a bunch of help in that category. But that makes perfect sense, Roger. I get it. Right now we start small. I like the idea of thinking big and working more B2B. And the idea you had, I like the idea. Definitely a direction I would like to go. But yeah, right now just kind of thinking small. Trying to get that first sale so we can get the testimonials, have those use cases, and then talk about what do you call it? Having made the connection and having some business in the books, just trying to get that first one done. That's what I'm trying to focus on right now.
Exactly. When you build like a big, beautiful castle, you've got the amazing spire at the top, and everybody looks at that. But you got to pour the concrete and the foundation first, and that's the same thing over every single one.
Yeah,
Any company.
I do have to
Right.
I have a James on, and we have a scheduled meeting here. But thanks for hopping on, guys. And Craig, I'll follow up with you, and we can talk again later if that sounds good.
Okay. Yeah, definitely, Tyler. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
All right, Roger.
Bye.
You too. Later.
Hey, James, how you doing, man?
Hey, Tyler, I don't know. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, so it's the first time I've tested this. You're clear as anything.
Nice. You sound great, man.
I was actually just testing the mic. I didn't realize it was going to take me into your existing meeting because we're not scheduled for another half hour.
Oh, I mean, we can start now. It's all good.
Yeah, let's have a chat. That's great.
I was looking to get them off. I was looking to, stop that in the next 2 minutes anyway, so it works out.
Yeah, brilliant. So I've got a dual monitor going on here. Does that affect anything?
As long as you can see my screen and you can watch the demo, then that's perfect.
Do you know what? Hold on. Just to avoid any confusion, I'm going to just take it out because sometimes with these things.
Sometimes technology is not our friend, but sometimes it is.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. Okay, yeah, I see you. All good. Yeah, that's brilliant.
All right, I'm just going to stop this recording.